To start, let's add a div with a class of gradient overlay. And inside of that div, we're going to have an image. And we're going to make that just 800 by 600. We can see that reflected over here in the browser. So next thing that we can do is go over into our styles and start by targeting our gradient overlay. We want that to be a position relative. And then to add the gradient, we're going to use an after element that has an empty content tag. And we're going to absolutely position that. We're going to do a top of 0, a left of 0. We'll do a width of 100% as well as a height of 100%. And next thing that we can do is add our gradient. So we're going to use a background image. And we're going to do a linear gradient. And we're going to go from top left to bottom right. And we're going to make our gradient go from blue to red. So when we save this, we can see it reflected in our browser, but we can't see our image. So the last thing that we need to do to make that happen is actually add an opacity to this after element. So we'll add an opacity of 0.85, and we can see that the image is starting to come through now. Let's actually do 0.5. So one thing that we can do now that we got this gradient overlaid our image, we can see that the color of the image is actually coming through, which could be cool in some situations, but we actually want that to be grayscale. So what we can do is target our image inside of our gradient overlay, and we can actually add a filter of grayscale, and we can make that 1. So now you can see here our image is actually black and white. Let's actually pull the background gradient off. We got the grayscale image, and then we apply our gradient overlay to our image.